Okay, stream should be up now. Let me just announce it right quick. And let me turn the volume up. All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Chat, real quick, let me know if volume's okay, because I did not test nothing. But welcome to the stream, you guys. We got the week 5 BackPost podcast. So we're gonna be going over a couple of things. We got a little bit of a different agenda today. Today I got Sela with me, and I got Isaiah. So this is gonna be a good podcast. We switched up the template a little bit. We're trying out something new. Since I'm just gonna put this out there, one of the games for week 5 hasn't been played yet. It's gonna be played probably this week for week 6. So we're gonna skip stats because we don't have all the stats technically. And we're just gonna oh, I forgot to announce that. My bad, Caleb. But
you good, yeah.
Pretty much we're gonna be going over the previous week review. We're gonna go over team captain interviews. Before that, though, we have something different, and I forgot to announce this in Discord, but we're gonna do a tier list, and hopefully, if I can do it right, you guys will be able to vote in the chat. Who do you guys think deserves at what position, like S, A, B, C, D, and F? So that's what we got. That's gonna take place for the stats. I'm gonna turn here. Let me do this. All right. Yeah, so we're gonna do that in place of the stats. And then team captain interviews, then plays of the week. And then we're gonna go over the power rankings and then predict for next week's game. So a little bit different for this week, but we'll see how it goes. Let's get straight into let's go into the previous week review. Let's start that up. All right. Hopefully you guys can see. I think y'all can see this. There we go. Yeah, y'all can see it. All right, cool. So for week 5, we predicted. So this was me, Caleb J, Sela, and D6D. We predicted these matches. So we had Oblivion losing to Wake 4-3. The Beanloafs beating Fancy Otters 4-1. Ape Together Strong beating Team Oreo 4-1. Team Lunar beating Team Revival 4-3. And then BMC sweeping Tojo Clan, and Genesis beating Eclipse 4-2, which is a hot take. You guys, everyone said y'all that was a hot take, but we'll see. So that was our predictions, and if we look at the spreadsheet, we were close. We were really close with a lot of these matchups, but we got all of the ones that have been played correct. We got Oblivion losing to Wake 4-2. It was a close series. It was a good series though. I learned a lot from that series, but they was able to close it out.
Oh, Oblivion losing. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. We had y'all winning in 7. I wanted it to be game 7, but we couldn't squeeze the last game. It was like a little bit of technical difficulties, but it happens. A loss is a loss, but we did get that right overall.
Like, you guys took that like champ.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, stuff like that happens all the time.
That is tough to lose that way.
Yeah, it's tough. It happens. I've been through it a bunch of times, and then for the next game we had Beanloafs. Did we have them? Yeah, we had Beanloafs winning 4-1, and they did exactly that. So we got that one right. That's kind of crazy. I feel like Fancy Otters just aren't trying. I don't know about y'all, but that's how it seems to me. Because a 4-1 to Beanloafs is crazy. No matter what team you are. I'm sorry. It's just crazy. But that was that. And then next, Ape Together Strong and Oreo haven't played their series yet, but we have them winning 4-1. So we'll see. We can probably go over that next week to see who wins that. It's going to be a good series, I think. I think no matter the roster they play, that's going to be an interesting series.
Do we know the roster that Oreo is putting up?
We don't. That's the thing. It's tough with their team because they don't have a lot of availability. I'm guessing it's gonna be AJ and Kanye because they've been more active on like Discord and Rocket League, but we're gonna have to see. Then Team Lunar we had winning 4-3 against Revival, but remember we had Revival taking 3 games before the Rich situation. So fortunately, Rich had to quit due to personal reasons, and Lunar made it quick. Shooty and Josh was able to finish the job, and Shooty's actually been performing really solid. Now he's started the last 2 weeks and they've done really good. They're now 3-2 after last week. So now that's really good for them. We did predict that one right too. Just not the specific games, obviously, but BMC against Tojo Clan. I don't know how this wasn't a sweep, and I'm gonna say this: props to Tojo Clan, bro. The second game was 9-3. Tojo Clan won 9-3, bro.
Oh my god.
Carter, I need to know how you let them score 9 goals, bro. I really need to know how you allowed that, bro.
And what was their roster? Is What's G and Giga?
Yes, bro.
Wow.
They won 9-3 games.
I mean, on paper, they should be scoring 9 goals a game.
On paper, it's 2 GC3s.
That's crazy.
That is very crazy. So I'm surprised. I mean, at least they got a game in. Being 0-5, you just gotta take it a game at a time. One of the 0-5 teams are gonna make the playoffs, so you just gotta win as many as you can, or 1-4, whatever they'll be. And then the last one though, Eclipse versus Genesis. Y'all thought this was a terrible. I remember because y'all was saying in chat this is a terrible prediction, bro. No, Genesis actually did it 4-2, bro.
For real, bro. Whenever we got that right, I was literally like, "Hey, bro, they was doubting us," and it kind of makes sense, honestly, that we said Genesis would take that because of how Eclipse has been performing like this whole time.
Yeah. For sure.
So I have a hot take for playoffs. It's not really on topic. Can you guys hear me well, or am I breaking up?
No, you're good.
All right. So I have Team Genesis in playoffs over Team Eclipse. I believe Team Eclipse is. I think they're the last slot making it in right now. If you guys can check for me.
So I'm looking right now, and yes,
they're 1-4.
They're the 8 seed, 1-4, right in front of Revival.
The 8 seed, right?
Yep.
If you take a look at Eclipse's last 5 or 6 games of the season, they have an incredibly hard roster compared to Genesis.
Okay.
Genesis plays the lower end of the teams in this league, whereas Eclipse plays, I believe, the top 5 teams in the league for their last games. Like, they're just playing everyone ranked much better than them for the remainder of the season. So Genesis, I looked over, it's predicted, I believe, to win at least 2 more, but their biggest game is going to come week 10 versus Revival, who again have a hard roster. But if they can beat Revival week 10, then they will undoubtedly clinch a playoff spot, in my opinion. Which is insane to think about how their season has started, that they're still playoff worthy. But I'm calling it now, week 5, Team Genesis makes playoffs.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I can see that.
Yeah, I agree.
It will be, I think, 3 or 4 wins and still be eligible for playoffs.
Yeah.
I think it's as like the really bottom teams are like so. I shouldn't say so different, but like skill wise or like how they're showing like through their gameplay, it's completely different than like the upper teams, you know?
Yeah.
Like there's not really like an in the middle. It's more like you're either good or you're not good, you know?
For sure.
Yeah.
So I can understand like Genesis actually like getting up there making playoffs because all the other bottom teams they can step it up and get up there for sure.
Yeah, that's a fair take. And Genesis, I mean, although they're not probably the most skillful team on paper, bro, Wolf has been known to be able to take his lower level team into the playoffs pretty much every season. I think now, every season of RLDS, he's made playoffs. Yeah, and it's possible. So we'll have to see. I would love to see that happen, though. I definitely want to see him make playoffs again. I mean, he made finals last season. He's definitely a playoff worthy player. It's just about, is he gonna make it far in the playoffs? I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how this.
That's the thing. But once you're in the playoffs, it's any given game. Like it's like any team can lose to any team if they're having a really bad day. It don't matter. If you can't make open nets, then you're not going to win. Even if you're playing Eclipse, you know, or you're playing Tojo Clan, like it's not going to matter.
Yeah, I agree.
For sure. That's a really good take. I like that. I like that take, Isaiah. So, all right, but now that we're done with that, let's get into this tier list. So, I'm gonna try my best to make it so that you guys can see on the stream, or that you guys can participate on the stream. So, if I can figure out how to do polls, just bear with me. But what we're doing for this is we're gonna be ranking the first men. So, like I would say we can all agree that each team in this league has a first man. So we're
Absolutely,
gonna be
a
ranking.
higher MMR player
Yeah,
is playing better, putting up better stats.
Yep.
for sure.
So he's got all them in a tier list.
Yes, sir. Okay, let's see. I gotta
I
here.
think
Can I do?
You might have to
Okay,
go to
start
the
a poll.
actual stream page. Yeah,
Start
there
a
you go.
poll. There we go. I can do it. Okay. All right. So
Basically,
gonna-
I think you should set it up with like the letters.
yeah,
but
that's
like
what I'm
ask
doing.
the question for like the player. Okay, good. Right.
Yep, exactly. Same thing. So S, A tier, B tier, C tier, and then hold on. Oh, there's a maximum of 4. Okay. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna have it say S tier, A tier, B tier, and then C tier and below, so that you guys can vote.
That's fair. That's fair.
So, all right, we're gonna start off with, as you guys can see on the stream, we're gonna start off with AO. So this is the bean loaves. This is their starter. Okay, the poll's up. Caleb, can you check to see if it's working? I can't really see.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Let me load it up real quick.
It should be working, but we got the poll up. I'm gonna leave it up for a
it's
little
there.
bit. It's there. Sounds
It's
good.
there.
All right.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I think he is probably a C tier and below player for first man, and there's nothing to deduct on him, but like they're not really a team. He's not really a first man. I feel like he's more of like he just kind of is there to like facilitate, but he's not a first man, because Venchero can be playing first man too. So I'm gonna give him a C and below. That's what I think.
I think as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I think we can look at it a little differently, because the way that we're ranking first man as far as first man on their team, right? Obviously, we can't rank these players by their MMR, because it would be very obvious who's number one, who's S tier, who's A tier, right? But look at them in how they play with their team. So, do I think Beanloafs is a C tier team in this league? Not at all.
No, not in this.
I think they're at least a B. And so for me, that would make AO at least a B tier first man.
Okay.
Even though on his own, like if we put all the first mans into a 1v1, he probably gonna come last. But for his team and how he's playing, yeah, for me, I at least B tier. For me, I think a solid B tier, not A tier, but definitely B tier.
All right, that's a fair take. I think for his team, definitely he's probably a B tier plus first man. But it's just with all these players in the league stacking up, I just don't see how he could be like. I think if we put him at a C, that will be in like the middle of everyone else. And everyone else in the stream is saying C and below. I mean, there's only 3 votes, but I think we can put him at C tier. I mean, I don't want to be like, I'm just gonna say this. I feel like we should put him at D tier, just because like, actually, you know what? No, C tier is fine, because there's worse players in AO.
What's the lowest tier we have? We have
F,
S, A, B, C. Oh, we going all the way down to F?
Yeah, it's A, B, C, D.
Oh, well, in that case,
yeah,
C tier makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought we were doing S, A, B, C.
Oh no, my bad. I didn't specify. Yeah, so it's S, A, B, C, D, and F. So,
all right.
Hopefully we ain't got an F tier player. That would kind of suck.
F tier is Zev, bro. Step it up, game.
Word. All right, so yeah, guy, I know it's only 3, or no, it's 5 people watching, 6 people watching, so it's a little bit more.
Let's go.
But
we got more people.
Noise.
Yeah. All right, so we got.
Yeah, C tier. I'm happy putting AO C tier.
Yep, that is definitely fair. And then let's go. C and wait, why is it doing this? Hold up. My stuff glitching. Here we go. Let's do that. All right. So we got me next. I'm not gonna say much. I'm gonna let y'all do the talking. I don't.
All
I'm gonna say Jaden is
I would say
no less than an A. I would
Thank
say A minus, maybe a B plus, but I'm saying A minus myself.
yeah. I would say same thing.
I mean,
I would say you're at A.
Stats. If you look at his stats for the season,
Mm-hmm.
he's got one of the highest stats. Like he is up there with the top players of the season, and may not be higher ranked than some of these other players that are above him, but he's outperforming them, and his team is outperforming these other teams. So, Oblivion, Jaden, A tier for me.
Appreciate that. I agree. I think I'm an A tier level player. I definitely don't think
I
I'm
think
S
A
tier.
minus though. If I gotta be honest, you're barely making the A because just some of
I'll
the other
take it.
competition is really tough.
Yeah, it's understandable, especially for first man. I feel like I'm more of a team-based player. I'm not really a carry. I say myself. I feel like I'm more of a player, at least
Yeah.
on my team. I play off of Caleb. It's kind of
Yeah, I think you guys both, like you and Caleb, kind of work together more than like
Yeah.
just solo kind of stuff or like out there playing and doing more. But like just because of that, like you're still an up and A.
thanks. Yep, I think that's fair. I think we can all agree on that. All right,
Mhm.
and then that will be it. Yeah, chat agrees too. Everyone has me an A. I don't know if that's just like that's probably only like 3. Okay, it's 3 people voting. It's better than nothing. All right. So next we got Jodu. So here's the thing about Jodu. He's like in his prime. I would give him an A tier, but like
Oh yeah,
I don't know what's
right
going on.
now he's not. Yeah, I don't know either. I low key want to put him in like C
I agree. I think
because
I think C.
I think he's really not contributing enough.
And
as
he's
a
not
first
even
man.
starting now.
You
Geigen
should take a
literally
look
took
at
a-
his stats real quick for the season.
Yeah. And the
Yeah,
thing about
I'm sorry, but
the thing about Jordan is like he should be like one of the best first man, but he's not even starting anymore because it just hasn't been a good performance for him, unfortunately. I'm gonna say a
I
C.
don't see how you could put him higher than a D.
Yeah, I'm gonna say D.
I don't see how. I mean, obviously, like I am personally not basing this off of players' individual like ability to play the game, but this season of JWRLDS, their ability to play first man on their team, how are they doing? Jodun for me is a D,
Mm-hmm.
maybe an F tier
I will give him
for myself.
Honestly, yeah, F is
Not
fair,
that,
but like
I'm a Jordan lover. Like I that's my man. Like we go back a long ways. In way better than myself, but this season he's not playing anywhere near his potential. This season he's definitely playing a D at best for me personally.
I agree. I don't think he's F. The only reason I don't think he's F because I think there's one person worse than him, and I'm not gonna say it till he comes up. But
So
yeah.
are we doing like one F, one S, and then everybody fits in between?
Yeah.
Is that how you guys want to do it?
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, because
Like one worst, one best, and then
here's the thing. I think we could do like 2 or 3 Fs
Mhm.
because I feel like F. There's only gonna be one F, and we'll probably know who it is. I don't know. Yeah, I think we could do like maximum 3 S. Are y'all cool with that? I feel like that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah.
3. You said Fs or S?
S because like S is like. Okay, actually, no. Let's do 2 S tiers. Let's do
I
2.
think 2 max. I think 2
Yeah, let's
max
do 2.
if it's really close. Like if we can't pick one person to be better than the other.
Yeah, let's do 2.
Yeah, S for me is like you're the best in the league. Like there's not 3 best in the league. There's 1.
Mm-hmm.
But 2, yeah.
Yep,
I would do
that's
2.
cool. All right, Joe Dune is going at a D tier. That's fair. Chat agrees. They put him at C or below. Or wait, someone had him at S. Hold up, what the heck?
Oh
Bro.
my! Get him out! Get him
Yeah,
out!
bro.
Oh, no.
You can't vote no
No.
more, bro. You can't vote
Bro,
no more.
it's GC3 that has 19 goals for the season. No, get him out of here.
Oh my goodness.
Yo, he
Yeah,
trolling, bro.
who is glazing, bro? For real. All right, next up we got Sean. This is tough because he wasn't the team
Mm.
captain or the first man for the entire like season, which is just unfortunate that his first man had to leave. I'm gonna just put this out there. I feel like he's either a S or a D or a F. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm gonna just say that.
I mean, I'm right with you. You know, Sean's great guy. That's my brother right there. But yeah, this season has been really rough for that team, for Team
Yeah.
Revival.
And Sean's been good like in past RLDS /
For
CS,
sure.
but like
Yeah,
this is not
I
it
agree.
this season. I don't know.
This season is not it though, and
Yeah.
that's what we got to look at.
Yep. I think we can put him at like a.
Mhm.
I feel like he's not. I feel like there is room for an.
I think
F,
I think he's still above Jodun, but he's still D tier.
So
Yeah,
that's
I can
fair.
see that.
That's fair. I'll put him like right in front of. Let's see what chat says first. Everyone has him in C or
Yeah.
below, so pretty much around Joe Doon's area. I think that's fair because I feel like there is probably one player who I would definitely put at F. And that's not him, because Sean can turn it on. I feel like at sometimes, and he does. I feel like he doesn't not care, especially now that he's playing with friends. So I feel like he's not. It's not that he's not gonna care. I don't know. I'll put him at a D though. Yeah, I'll put him at D over Joe Doon. Let's see. Give chat a little bit more time to vote. Yeah, definitely not the most ideal situation for him to have to switch teammates a bunch, but you know it happens. Stuff like that happen all the time. So that's how it is being in a RL league where you can, you know, leave.
Right.
Chat is agreeing. Chat has everyone at C or below, so we will go D tier right above Jodun. He's definitely not C tier. I don't think that's in question. All right, cool. Next up, we got program. So definitely the better.
I'm not gonna lie. This is probably S tier for me. I feel like I'm gonna say S tier though, because I mean, like, I already know Schmidt's more like a second man. So Schmidt definitely likes to play support more, and the way they're built, program does a lot of work, and he puts up almost all the stats, like on everything. And so it's like he's really probably, I think, like he's easily one of the best first men in the league.
I think
opinion.
I think S is fair, because if we're going off of stats, yes, he's one. I mean, how many? Let me see how many weeks he's led in stats. Let me see. I'm gonna go to awards real quick. See,
he's only got 50 goals for the season as far as week 4.
Yeah, I mean that's
his week 5 and his week 5 he didn't play, but week 6 he doesn't have that many goals either.
Yeah, I mean, that's true, but I mean that's also because like they're just sweeping people, bro. Like they have like the least amount of games played.
No, but I am looking at the goals per game, like not just overall for the season, but goals per game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I have 2 people above program for this season, so he's probably the highest A tier for me, or the second highest A tier, but he's not S for me. Not this
I'm gonna
season,
say this.
Yet.
I think he's the highest A tier by far, and it's not even close. But I feel like S tier. I feel like there's only one S tier in this league right now, but because here's the
thing.
Here's my thing.
Okay.
Here's my thing. I think Program is an S tier caliber player, but I think because he has Schmidt, Schmidt enables Program so much where it's more of a team game with their team. It's not just a Program 1v1 goal. It's Schmidt to Program finish it. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
So I feel like he's a high A tier. I think their team as a whole is an S tier, but I think Schmidt is almost a GC3 level player. Yeah. So I feel like I'm gonna put him high A. I definitely over me, no question.
Definitely he's definitely probably the highest or second highest A tier player for me this season.
Okay, we're tied in the stream.
Yeah, 50-50 for.
I mean, you got. I mean, if you look at the other players in the league, if you're only putting 1 or 2 S tier players,
I got an idea. Why don't we put him at the bottom of S right now? And if we want to switch it up at the end of this, then we can switch it up. because
Yeah.
there's no S right now. So let's put him at S for now. But if we want to change it later, then we can do that. I think that's fair.
That's fine with me.
All right. Sounds good. So that's done. And I don't have to go soon, but definitely want to speed this up now. It's already been like 20 minutes. Kind of crazy. All right. So we got Eli, Mr. E.
F.
Yeah. I think this is the F, bro.
Yeah, for me.
And the thing is, like, bro, Eli literally, he knows he can be so much better than this, but he just does not care, I think he doesn't care about this league anymore, and he's just playing just to play, which, I mean, respect that he's playing it out, but I just think this is an undoubted F. He's not even trying in these series, bro. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think the rating is not based off of him as a player, but just him, probably, like you said, his effort in the games. It's reflective of an S.
Yeah,
for sure.
Exactly. All right, if we can do that quickly, then I think we can all agree. Yeah, chat saying C or below. Let's just do F right now.
Yeah,
I don't even think we have
F
to
is
do
fine.
more of a poll. All right, cool. So we got Zev up next, and Zev's an interesting one. This is interesting.
I think Zev is like a. I would maybe think B. Because I feel like he can be a good first man, but he doesn't. Like sometimes he's just like not capitalizing on it. So I'm thinking like B or C. You know?
Yeah, I think he's the top of C. I don't want to give him B yet because their team is not doing well. Their team is like what?
Oh yeah.
Are they 2-4? Or
I think they're 1-4.
They're 1-4. Yeah, if their team's 1-4,
they're 1-4, and honestly, I think they're going to lose out for the rest of the season. To be realistic,
they don't have an easy schedule.
I don't see Zev being a B tier first man. Not this season, not this league, not this time. I don't see him B. I think.
About Zev, though. It's like,
hey, bro, who voted S tier, bro?
All right, bro.
The thing is, which is why I think this is so important, also so challenging, is that so many players have the potential to be S tier.
Mm-hmm.
But to be unbiased and just look at the game, look at how they're actually playing. Zev is not. He's not B tier or A tier or S tier this season. C's max for me.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll give him a high.
I get it.
We'll average it with everybody else.
Yeah, so we got 5 votes. Everyone 60% for B. If I think we can agree on a high C for. You know what? Let's do the same thing we did last time. We can put him in B for now. And then if we want to lower him, then we can.
Well, okay. Here's one thing for the chat to think about. If you're placing Zev at B tier, what are you placing Alec as second man in the ranking list to where they come up second or worst team in the league? Like, how do you have players that are performing B tier, C tier, average, but also last in the league? Or second last in the league in results? Like that, to me, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Because Alex not playing horrible. Alex not playing F tier status. So how does him plus Zev equal 1-4? Probably going to end up 1-10, 2-9. Got to put him lower for me.
I'm gonna go with B, lower B just for now. I feel like because not only chat saying, well, you know what? Let's do top C. If we want to switch it around later, we can. Let's do top C because chat saying there's 20%.
If you could just move me back in, I gotta join my PC.
Sounds good. All right. Geigen, you're not the first man, blood. I would have put you on here, but unfortunately you're not the first man, so I wasn't allowed. It just goes off of MMR. If you would have hit higher MMR than Jordan, then I would have given it to you, but. Okay, so Geigen voted Zev S tier. Okay, so fair enough. All right, let's go on to Wolf now. So I'll end this poll. This is definitely closest poll, but
it's tough. Wolf for me.
Yeah.
He's tough, man. You gotta look at who his teammates were.
The thing about Wolf is you have to take everything into evaluation. This dude plays on 30, 40 FPS. This dude is like, I don't even know, bro. He doesn't even play the game that much. He has like a bunch of very low GC players on his team. and he's still able to. What is he 1-4? He's still able to pull off a win. So,
Yeah,
I
he's
don't know.
1-4. I have them making playoffs, but he's
I'ma
played
put-
with his brother, who's retired. He played with
Here's my
Jacob,
thing.
who's
Here's my thing. If
Sounds
they can
good.
beat Eclipse, which is Alec and Zev, I think you have to put Wolf over Zev right now because Integrity. is
right.
definitely-
Doesn't that
no
make
offense-
sense?
Yeah, no offense to Integrity, but Integrity's definitely worse than Alec. It's not even a question, in my opinion. But if you're gonna have them winning 2-4, you just have to put them over Zev. Like it's just fair. That's just like the 1v1
Yeah.
matchup pretty much. So I'm gonna give Wolf a B
Yeah.
tier. I think he's a fair B.
I think
right now.
I think so. We have some people saying B. Most people saying B as well in chat.
Yeah.
I
That's
can
fair.
see that. I do disagree with you as far as Integrity under Alec. I think he's better than Alec as far as performance this
Oh,
season.
for real?
Not individually. Yeah, performance this season. His stats are better in pretty
To
much
be
every
fair-
category.
To be fair, I haven't seen Integrity play a lot because they weren't playing. He wasn't playing him at first, so I haven't seen him play as much. So that's fair. I'm not really sure. So fair take.
I
but-
just think he's a better second man. Not that he will
Yeah.
whoop Alec in a 1v1, but I
Right.
think he's a better second man than Alec is this season. Marginally, not drastically. I think they're both
Yeah.
probably in the same category. I would just put him one above Alec myself.
Okay. Well, we'll get to the second man's more after this one, but yeah.
Oh,
I
I
think
know, can't wait.
Chat is more lenient towards the B. Some people had him A, one person had him S, but I think B is fair. As
Yeah,
Chat
but I
said.
say like Wolf, he's got S tier potential.
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
the thing. Wolf,
He's got
Zev,
S tier potential.
I think I do as well. Like I feel like all these the top like 3 under program have S tier potential. I just not playing up to that level. But okay, next we got Geyser. Geyser's interesting.
I think Geyser should be. I feel like
I'm gonna-
Geyser should
I'm
be.
gonna say-
A.
I don't know what to say.
I want to say
Yeah,
A
he's
tier and like
absolutely an
high
A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say high A tier because he has you as a second man, but like I feel like you play first man a lot on this team with him. At least when we played you guys. So I feel like I feel like he's definitely better than me. He's not. I don't know if he's better than the program though. That's the thing. I don't know if he is. I don't know.
I'm gonna say when Geyser is playing his game and he's not nervous and he's not rusty, 100% better than program, in my
That's
opinion.
fair.
But
That's fair. Yeah, as
The-
a player alone.
sometimes like we've been having at least the past couple games. Definitely the last game we had, the game before, wasn't peak Geyser, and I think
Mhm.
program plays up a little bit more consistently than Geyser does, but definitely has the higher potential. But for this season, as far as we're in week 5, I would put him probably 1 under program.
Yeah, I agree.
But the potential definitely be better.
I
Yeah.
think he's high, super high A. What do you think, Caleb?
Yeah, I'd say same thing. A.
Okay. And chat is saying, "Wow, one person has him B.
Mostly
That's
A.
crazy. Who has him B?
Two
bro?
people put him in B. Two people
Two-
put him in
That's
B.
bro,
crazy.
Who put y'all? Who put him in B? Y'all think I'm better than Geyser, bro? Bro, what is wrong with y'all? I'm sorry.
Hey,
I mean,
bro,
he's
I'm definitely
definitely-
thinking he's up in A.
Yeah, he's definitely an A, if not, depending on how the season goes, S tier. He's got potential to be the best player in the league.
I mean, just the week 4, he's almost 3 goals a game, 1.5 assists, 2.1 saves, 5.83 shots, shooting 48%.
Yeah, he had playmaker of the week
That's
last week.
nuts.
And
That's
y'all had
nuts.
dominant win. So that yeah,
And
last
when we
week's-
and
bro,
It
last
was
week's stats were
nuts.
crazy for him. Or not last week,
it
week
was
4.
nuts.
It was crazy. So yeah, that's fair. I think
Okay,
we can all agree.
no.
80% A.
Mm-hmm. Somebody said Geyser alone is already better than program. You only
AJ
think
said
program
that.
plays consistently because of his ball chasing.
I think program
Hey, bro.
plays consistently because of his teammate. That's my take. His teammate enables him.
I mean, he does ball chase. I agree, but it's
Yeah, he
like,
do.
but like you can ball chase and still like miss a lot,
Yeah. This is true.
or like
All
just
right.
contribute nothing as a ball chaser at least.
Yeah, and that's
feel like
definitely not
I'm-
program. Yeah,
I
I'm
feel
with
like
you.
I'm-
I
I feel
see
like
where you're coming
I'm-
from.
I might even be a ball chaser myself. I don't know. It's
I
just
mean,
not
twos, you got to
as-
ball chase, guys. Come on,
That's
it's all about playing your
agreed.
part. It's all about playing your part.
Yeah. All right, now we got Carter. I think Carter is definitely an A, no question.
S tier.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
S tier for me.
If we put Carter at S tier, so I agree, but are we putting him over program? Because he's definitely the best
Yes.
player in this. Okay.
Yes, for me, absolutely. Yes.
I don't know.
Because
I
here's
feel
my
like
thing.
I feel like because of his second man, he's above someone like Geyser, but at the same
Yeah.
time, I mean, he does contribute a lot. I will say. I'm not saying he doesn't, but I feel
No
like
one, no one
for
outscores
me,
him.
for me, I feel like he's neck and neck.
I
with
want
a
to
few
pull
of
up.
the top.
I want to pull up this
guys.
stat line real quick just to put this into perspective real quick. Bro,
Mhm.
last week he had like a ridiculous amount of goals, I think. Hold on. I think it was week 5.
Here's the
week
thing.
4.
Like when you think of like there's teams like like Team Wake, Team Oblivion, where Team Beanloafs, where your first man and your second man are very close as far as
Mhm.
performance wise. But you look at a team like Banana Man Cakes, Carter and Forrest. Forrest is doing his job, but Carter is 1v1ing, 1v2ing most of his goals.
Guys, look at this stat.
As first man, he's going insane.
I know, cuz look at
For
this
me,
stat for
S tier.
week 4. Dude, for week 4 against Oreo, it went to 6. He had 24 goals and Forrest had 1 goal. Just put that in perspective. His second man only scored 1 goal and he scored 24 goals and they won in 6. So I think he deserves a spot over.
What more do I
program.
need to say?
I think he deserves a spot over program just because of him being a player alone, how much he contributes to his team. If you take
Yeah.
out Forrest and swap him for another GC1, I think he'll do just as good. So, but I disagree with program. If you switch meat with like a random GC2, I don't think they're gonna do as good. So I think we can all agree. I mean, everyone. The chat has 67% S tier, 33% A. I think S over program for now, just because.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's S over program. Yeah.
Yeah. How can
And
we
then
do
where
this?
do you put AJ?
S
Come on,
tier.
guys.
We
Come
still-
on,
We still got one
guys.
more. Hold on. We still got one more.
Only
before
2
AJ.
S tier.
Okay. Okay. Hold on. Wait. Can I not do? Oh, I gotta end this poll. Okay. Now we got Josh. So. I don't know, bro. I feel like
that was
Josh-
A tier.
Huh?
For sure.
Oh
High
man.
A tier. Bro,
Here's the thing about Josh.
like just was playing with him, he contributes every single save pretty much like the entire game.
Yeah,
He's
he's got
definitely
almost
the
4
best
saves.
player.
He
That's
was
for sure.
7 or 8 saves.
Yeah, he's got almost
every
4
game.
saves. 4 saves a game is close to what he's averaging, which is, I believe, it's the highest of anyone who plays this game.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, second is Venchero. I mean Ayo. Second is Ayo,
Yeah,
but
he
yeah.
has a brick wall award, 22 saves, 4.4 per game. That's crazy. He
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
lead
nuts.
the league in saves. Wolf does, or like for a series, Wolf does. He had 5. Bro, Wolf had 5.25 saves per game in one of the series. That's ridiculous. But yeah. So I think.
But he's
Josh is
definitely leading the league in saves per game.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I
he's
think
leading the league.
Josh is over. I don't know if I'd put him over Geyser. I don't think he's S tier.
I
think he's A
wouldn't.
tier.
I would not. Nah,
I don't
he's
I
A
don't
tier.
think so.
He's not S
Yeah.
tier. Not this season. Not yet.
No, yeah. I think he's A
Not this
tier.
season.
Yeah.
Not yet. He's A tier.
I think he's like just above me. I mean, he's definitely better than me, but like just below Geyser. I would say that's fair for Josh.
Yeah, I guess in the middle is fine.
Let's
for
see what
Josh.
chat
Yeah,
thinks.
I could
Chat,
see that. I
everyone's
could see
saying
that above Jaden, under Geyser. I could see that.
A. Yeah.
I could see
Everyone
that.
else in the chat saying is saying he's A tier too. So let's just go ahead and do it right now. Why not? I think that's
Yeah.
fair. We can all
Yeah.
agree.
That is fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Shale says Josh scheduling D tier. I'll give him that. Nah, he's an F tier scheduler, bro. He's the worst scheduler ever.
I had Josh as my team captain, and it was like, "Yo, can you play?" He was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, that's a very Josh answer. I had him on my team.
I could hop. I
Same
could hop
thing.
on in an hour.
Yeah, bro.
All right. So that's it. And now AJ. So this is probably the curveball. And the reason I say it's the curveball because you got to take into consideration if he's trolling or in all the series, has he been trolling or has he been playing for real? So I'm really interested to see what the chat thinks. But what do you guys think? What do you think he gets?
Um, I mean, considering that he like played, then quit, and then is back again, I feel like it can be difficult to think of him as an S tier in a
Yeah.
way, but he's legit still like the best player in the server.
I
Like,
agree.
alone.
I think alone
He's
by
still
far
the best player.
He's by far the best player, and it's not even close. But when you take
Yeah.
consideration in this league, I mean, he
Yeah.
dropped out mid-season. I mean, obviously it was personal reasons, but he came back,
Mm-hmm.
played, lost his first year. It's just I feel like he's kind of and I know he has a C2 teammate, but it's AJ, bro. So I feel like he deserves
Mm-hmm.
S right over Geyser, and the only reason I'm saying that is
Mhm.
because he can pull out an upset like and whenever he wants to. I feel like I don't know.
Yeah, I think he's in S tier still though.
Yeah.
I th- I might even put him over Program just because it's like Program and Schmeat work really well as a team together.
Yeah.
So it's not like, I mean AJ has Kanye, who's like a C2, but he's not a bad player. But
No,
like
he's not.
it's not a GC2 peak Schmeat in MMR. So it's like,
And you know what's
And they
gonna
don't have
decide
the-
this a lot too is after they play their week 5 game against Program, because
true.
if they take that to like 6 or 7, I think AJ's definitely better. I think AJ's probably over Carter then in that case. But actually, I don't know. Carter's been going off this season. I think we
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. I want to say CeeLo is saying exactly what people need to take to heart when we're doing these rankings. Is you got to take the first man, his rank, and then you combine it with the second man's rank to get the team performance. So Oreo's 4-1. What's their standing so far?
Yeah, they're like 4-1, I think, right now.
They're 4-1. He's playing with a C2. How many opportunities does AJ create that unfortunately his teammates just can't put away because he's C2? If he had like Celia was saying, a GC2 teammate, how much better would the team Oreo be performing versus AJ still being able to do AJ/Frozen still doing what they're doing with their lower ranked teammates?
Yeah.
I would put him over Program. I'd move Program down to A tier, put AJ/Fours,
I'm okay with
Frozen, and Carter as the 2 S tiers of the league. Week 5.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with moving Program to top of the A and then putting AJ
Top A. Can't be mad at top A.
I think that's perfect. What about you, Caleb?
For AJ right now, you're putting him at A.
No,
AJ
no,
and
S,
Frozen,
S
yeah.
over
Top
Program.
S.
So Program,
yeah.
Program
Oh,
AJ
yes,
swap
yes,
pretty
yes.
I would say
Yeah.
S under Carter. I think Carter's
Yeah,
number 1 so far.
Under Carter,
Yeah.
under
And
Carter.
after he sunned them when they played, I mean, what else can you say?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sunned them.
Yeah, Shooty, that's a good point. 2 of those wins was Frozen, and I don't want to put Frozen in here though, because I mean he's not the starter anymore. They're using AJ. If we're putting Frozen in here, I think Frozen is definitely more consistent than AJ, and he can come out from being washed and play almost probably better than him. But I don't know. I think AJ alone as a player definitely there. But this is our tier list. You guys can make your own. I can send the link to this thing somewhere. But this is our tier list. This is what we chose. Definitely is interesting. It's definitely different than usual. I feel like some of these players should be a lot higher. But,
Got the
yeah.
potential. Yeah.
Exactly. All right, that's gonna do it for this. I'm not gonna lie, we gotta speed this up. This took a lot longer than I thought it was gonna take.
Yeah.
But this was great though. This was amazing.
Yeah, it was nice. I really
Loved
liked
it.
that addition. Thank you, Isaiah, for the suggestion. I'm glad that we did that.
No worries, bro. In
In
fact,
all right.
you did it better than I thought it was gonna go. You did it different, and it was better.
Yeah, I'm glad the chat was able to interact too. That was really good.
Mhm.
All right, let's go into the team captain interviews, and then we'll do clips. I think we might skip power rankings just because of time's sake. Definitely took long.
Yeah.
It's there. Read it if you want to read it.
Exactly. Yeah, it's there. All right. So Forrest, this is what Forrest has for us. 3 questions. So, what do you think it takes to be a good second man in this league? Which second mans around the league do you think need to step it up for their team to succeed more? And then who will end the season being the best second man? These are some like different questions, bro. I'm not gonna lie. So it's good though.
Yeah.
So let's see. Okay, Forrest. Okay, yeah, Forrest. So Forrest says he thinks that correct positioning, being able to depossess first man or force your teammate who can carry you if he has the ball, not diving on offense, but knowing what plays you need to buy your teammate by fake challenging or heading back, and which to dive to keep offense going without getting beat, and putting rotating first man in a 1v2, and playing shadow good defense. So that's what he thinks he needs to do as him being the second man. So he asked the second man. Okay, I like how he did this. And then he thinks for people he thinks needs to step up. He thinks Alec needs to step up. And then he also thinks he needs to step it up. And then he thinks Sean needs to step it up. And then What's G. So he's considering What's G as the
second man to Giga?
I guess. Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no.
I definitely don't think
he's
that's
first
the case.
man.
Yeah,
he's first
Yeah,
man for
I
me.
kind of understand like him saying Alec, but at the same time, I think just the team as a whole, in general, just needs to step it up. It's not just like Alec.
Yeah, but the question was like which second man needs to step up, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
also,
you gave an answer too, CeeLo, right? You got the questions from Forrest too, the same one.
Yeah, I did.
All right.
All
right.
Okay. And then he thinks the best second man that will end the season is going to be either Isaiah or Schmidt. He says those are the obvious answers, and I think that's definitely fair. That's like probably my top 2 as well.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's. Oof.
And then he thinks
I have a different take. I have a different take.
Oh,
But
okay.
I'm gonna save it.
All right.
He thinks he's a dark horse if BMC win it all in playoffs. Which I mean,
For real.
he's been improving.
For
We'll
real.
have to see. Yeah, that's Force. And then next we got West G for Tojo Clan. So he says just depends in general. If you do your part, calming when needed, and being a team player is the best you can do. To be honest, he says if you don't cooperate with your teammate, then you're gonna be in a bad situation. He says he thinks himself he needs to step it up and not to start being more aggressive and stop doing freestyles all the time. I agree. At least he knows what he needs to be doing. Oh, I just realized this poll is still up. My bad. I agree. I definitely think if he starts playing more aggro and playing that first man, he says he doesn't know who will be the best second man, but he'll see by the end of the season who comes out on top. So probably not paying attention to the season as much. So fair enough. But I mean, I like the take on him. Saying you got to cooperate and you got to calm. Calming is a huge thing.
Agreed.
Believe it or not, a lot of these teams don't actually calm as much as you think a team usually should. Just for some reason, that's just how some. I mean, like Revival, there was a game where they weren't even in comms at all. So it's a big thing in this game. But let's go to the next player, Vincero from for Beanloafs, and he says it takes being able to work with your teammate. Always there to back him up and not committing when they can't back you up. Good communication and consistency will win you more games than ever. Any team that loses to us needs to step it up because we're just a bunch of beanloafs. All right, bro. And then he says, I don't really know all the second man, so he'll just say himself. Okay. So that's that. I mean, that's a fair
if you
take
win
on
it all,
yeah.
hard not to be the best.
Let's go. Hold on. I'm going to do this real quick. I think Vincero is definitely underrated second man. I mean, no one really talks about him.
Yeah.
He's definitely not like the highest level second man, but he supports AO. I mean, they're 2-2 right now. No, 2-3.
Nah, 3-2.
3-2. Sorry. I can't even get my stuff right. So yeah, good on them. All right, so Isaiah, you want to do make the next 2?
Yeah, so we have Ace from Oreo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ace from Team Oreo. All right, he said I could answer this in a million different ways, but what I've noticed is the most important to being a good second man in this league is good game sense, adaptability, and consistency. If you have those three things down, along with a good mental, your ability to hold on to your own, hold your own on the field with confidence, then you will succeed. Answer the second question. To be honest, I haven't watched a whole lot of games for this league, but if I had to guess, it would be the teams that only have one win or less so far, because I believe that if they had a solid team structure, they would be winning a lot more games. I think Wolf and Integrity specifically have great potential. They just need to figure out who is actually going to be first and second man,
Mhm.
and then obviously play their roles well. I think for my team, Kanye does have to step it up to be better support for AJ. Obviously, his rank implies that we shouldn't expect anything too crazy from him, but we can expect him to work hard and be at being a solid second man for our star player. So that was for who he thinks could, improve to step up. If I were to guess at the end of the season who would be the best second man, realistically, Schmeat or Creative Striker. If Colin and I were to continue playing, I'd like to believe I'd be in solid contention for that position as well. But that's just me. Honestly, absolutely agree with you. Any team that wins, it's kind of hard to not call them the best. Caleb J, he's supporting, he's confident. My team on the end, of course, shouldn't have lost to Wake. Eclipse, Alec needs to step up. Oh wait, this is Caleb J's answer.
Mm-hmm.
Got you. Sorry, I didn't see that. All right, so that was Ace's answer. Now we'll move on to Caleb J's answer. For what you need to be the best second man in the league, he says you need to have support. You provide support and play with confidence. My team on my end, of course, shouldn't have lost the Wake. Eclipse. Oh, so who needs to step up? He's saying him on his team. For Eclipse, he thinks Alex needs to step up, work on that mental because he's got high potential. But he hasn't watched all of his games, but still. And then one of the top three, I know who will be at the end, but save that for the end, leaving us with a little to be desired. And we keep going? Or you want to take back?
I can take back now. So Alec now.
All right. Yep, Alec.
All right, Alec. So this is what Alec said. All right. So he said he thinks that his teammate, letting your teammate cook up and playing support works best to be the best second man, and watching your positioning so that you always aren't on top of your teammate. That's definitely a great take. At least he knows what he needs to do, and he's being humble about it. Hold up. All right, and then he says, I probably have to step it up. So this is actually probably the most humble I've seen Alec. Good for you. He says he needs to step it up, and he said he's playing fine, but him and Zev just don't take booty team serious. Okay, never mind about the humble thing. So then he also says Isaiah got to step it up based off their game against Oblivion and Ape Together Strong.
What?
And he
Agreed.
says,
No, I agree with that.
I'm gonna say this. You can't really go off of the Ape Together Strong game because that's for week 6. So I'm gonna ignore the fact that he said that. But he says both good teams, but you got to make sure you can handle the pressure. Interesting take. I don't know if I agree with that. For at least when we played you, I don't know about the other series, but that's what you have to say for that.
I mean, I'll save my comments. It's all right.
Okay. And then he says, who will end up being the best second man? He says me or Schmeat will be the best second man by the time playoffs start. Schmeat has enough chem to carry he has enough chem with Dylan to know where to be at all times, and is already proven to be a second solid man, if not the best second man.
Yeah.
I think he's definitely the best second man. It's close, but he's definitely up there. And then he says, after week 6, me and Zev will start playing good teams, so we'll finally be locked in. Okay.
All right. Well, we'll see.
I mean, he's been saying this all season, so we go.
Yeah, he has been. So he better hold his word at this point.
Yeah.
Because that would be embarrassing.
Exactly. Yep. All right. And then next we got Isaiah. He says to be a good second man, you have to have solid rotations in defense, being able to successfully buy time for your first man to get back on defense, and then create opportunities for your first man to score or being in the right position to capitalize on the offense pressure created by your first man. So that's a great take. And he says, in the end, second man helps his team to win games. Any means necessary since primary depends on team dynamic. Okay. And then the second question, he says, second man's to help their team succeed more. He says, Honey Nut Venturio.
Yeah. Venturio, yeah.
Even though I know this team's goal isn't to win at all, but just to have fun, I've watched almost every one of their games this season so far, and a couple more easy saves and easy shots made by them. This team could definitely be 4-1, maybe even 5-0. Huge potential, especially for the rest of the season. And then he says, Shooty. He said he didn't include Shooty because he's failed to step up, but now that he's a starter, I want to see him set up for the rest of the season. Most people, including myself, don't have Lunar top 5. However, we all know how far Shooty and program went last time, and with the competition definitely being harder, he's got Josh and SSL as a teammate. If Shooty steps up, then this team is going to be upsetting us all, and I 1,000,000,000,000% agree with that. I think Shooty has the potential, and he knows what he needs to do on his team to help Josh. And it's been working. He's been working on his shooting because Josh is more of the defensive player, and he's been working on his shooting, and it's been working. I mean, they're 3-2 now, I think, so that's good for them. Okay, and then Daniel, so integrity. He says he's a Daniel fan, though they are in the playoffs right now. They are tied with Eclipse in record and have a much easier schedule. They should win 3 more games with Week 10 against Revival, sealing their playoff spot. If Daniel steps up to support Wolf, their team definitely has more success and makes playoffs. For there, it's any team given any Sunday. Okay.
Yeah, it's sorry, it's yeah.
I got you.
Any team on any given Sunday after playoffs start.
Okay. Yep. Fair enough. And then he says best second man at the end of the season. I'm hoping to be me based off stats and gameplay. And if he had to pick someone else right now, it's Big Johnson with Schmeat right on his tail. That's fair. I love Caleb. Caleb's definitely been doing his thing on as the second man. So that's good. Good takes overall so far. All right, we got a couple more here. We got Apple for Fanti Otter. So he says, as the second man, you're the partner in crime of the higher MMR player. You're not required to carry and shouldn't be expected to either. Your job is to make the other player's job easier, whether it's scoring the goal after your teammate outplays the other team and sets it up if it's challenging the ball in order for your teammate to have a free ball. If second man is not playing his role, expect a lot of open nets from the other team and 0 to little goals from your team. So that's definitely what you got to do as second man. Yep.
That's a great take.
Yeah. And then he says he thinks that he is the one that needs to improve. He can always perform better. But if it's around the league, then he would probably say Forrest. Very interesting. But he says not because it's a bad player and the team is doing poorly, but he says if he stepped up a little bit, they could definitely be better. They could definitely better compete with the top teams and be a possible contender. Right now, I don't think BMC are contenders, which I think they are now. They probably weren't at the start of the season, but I feel like now they've stepped it up. But that's his take, so we'll see. We'll see how that ages. And then he says the best second man is probably Schmeat or Caleb J. They're both very good at supporting their main player. Yeah, and he says, side note, don't hate too much on Fancy Otters in the podcast. I mean, we haven't hated on the whole team. We kind of hated on Eli during the rankings, but I don't care. That's Eli. You don't care. Eli, I know Eli doesn't care. So there's that. Now we got integrity. We got 3 more. So he says the most important thing you need to do to be a good second man is chemistry. You also need patience, something I'm still working on as I get my twos gameplay down. He says he can't answer the question for who's probably needs to step it up without including himself. So he said, we took our first match this past week, but also got swept by Frozen and Ace when we should have taken a game or 2 on them. He says he thinks Forrest has played well from what I've seen, but he also needs to be able to maintain it there, to be there for Carter. And he thinks as the season goes, the chem will build and help. Definitely think their chemistry is building, and it has already started to build a lot, starting like week 5. But he thinks Geyser and Isaiah are a dangerous 1-2 punch, and of course, Schmeat behind Program Killer combo. So one of those two will be the MVP second man. I think I agree with that take. Definitely agree. That's Integrity's answer. K Dogs now, the new second man on Revival. So he says to be a good
want me to
second
take
man in
over?
this league. I mean, honestly, yeah. If you
You
want
good?
to, you can. If you want to, you can. That's cool.
Mhm.
I'll,
I gotta leave at in a couple minutes, so it'll just
I
be
gotta
you
go
two to end
see
it
too,
off.
bro. Okay.
Oh, okay.
all right,
All
yeah.
right.
So we got K Dog, Shooty, and C-Lub left, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
All right, so K Dogs said to be a good second man in this league, it takes the ability to step up and fill that first man's role when needed. That's a different take than what we've been hearing. Being that second man is the anchor, there needs to be when play goes south, but also when it goes on the upside, it's the player that can react and take that opportunity. I'm not too familiar with the second mans around the league, but what I can tell is that most of the bottom half teams can always have room for improvement. And once again, not knowing the best and once again, not the best with knowing who's good in this league, but after playing Shooty, I'm going to say he's on track to be a top tier second man if he keeps it up.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Nice, interesting take. And for me, when I did these, and I think for a couple others, I saw their answers too. It wasn't really primarily focusing on those who, let's just be honest, don't have playoff chances. You know, like if they step up, you're not going nowhere. So just
Yeah.
those that are in contentions to win it all, basically.
Yep.
But Forrest answers, and no, Shooty answers. And to be a good second man in the league, you need to be consistent for sure. You could have all the mechs or skill in the world, but if your first man can't trust you, they're not going to be able to play to the best of their ability, and you're going to lose games. Great
Mhm.
take.
Yep.
Who needs to step up? I'd like to step up. Very humble answer by Shooty. We've won both our matches, but with Josh's skill, we should be in the convo for scary teams if I play better. Absolutely agree. Who's the best second man at the end of the season? Caleb J's had a great season last series. He's been very hot and cold against a good team. So if he locks in, I believe he's going to win games. Best second man at the end of the season. For him, he has number 1 so far, Schmeat, then 2, Striker, then 3, Big Johnson.
Mhm. I can see that.
Yep. Great take. Last one.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of the same answers. Like a lot of consistent
I feel
thought.
like it's kind of.
Most
I actually think Shooty's list is probably the best for the top 3. I think it's Schmeat, Striker, and
Mhm.
Caleb, and not in that order, but I think in any order you can put them in because each player has ups and downs. I feel like Schmeat's probably at the top
Yeah.
just because of how much they've been winning right now. And then Caleb and Striker is kind of give or take. I would probably put Striker over though, just record wise. It's still like that's a good top 3 though. I agree.
Yeah.
very solid.
Bro.
I agree.
I actually have to go right now, which sucks, but
Dang.
Well, we only have your answer left.
yeah. I know. Nah, but it's fine.
Thank
All
you.
right, I'll see y'all later.
See you.
See ya, bro.
Mhm.
All right, here it is. So last one. I'll read the last one since it's the last one. All right, we got Caleb's answer. So Caleb, unfortunately, had to leave, but he says that I think to be a good second man, you got to be able to support your first man to the best of your ability and by any means possible. Comms are so important for rotation, for when you go to the ball, how fast you're going, or no, how you are going to attack it or defend. It should all be communicated well, but just backing up your first man is the key to either take the lead or support whenever you need to. Great take from Caleb. And then he says second mans that can step it up. Not really too sure on who to talk about in this one, but I'd maybe have to talk about Wolf in his second, or even Tojo Clan. They just came off a win, but Zev sucks straight up booty cheeks. But he thinks Wolf and his second need to put in a lot of work and support. It cannot be a one-man show. Same thing with Tojo. Not very much support is happening. I agree. I think Tojo is like both teams are trying to play first man, and it's just not really working. And then, yeah, Clips just inconsistent. So I agree with his take. And then he thinks the best second man to end the season might be Schmidt because the chem that him and Program have together is spectacular, and he's a great support player for Program. If not, a close second for me would be Zay, as him and Geyser go crazy together. So I agree. So a lot of these best second mans have been like the same, like you were saying, and I think it's fair to agree on those top three, Caleb, you, and Schmidt. I think that's a really fair top 3 second man for right now. I know we didn't do like the full official rankings, but I say like overall
right.
we can agree on that. So all right, so that's that. Now we can get into the clips for week 5. We have four clips, so more than 3 this time. But actually, let me send it to you, Isaiah, because you don't have it.
No,
you won't
I
be able
don't.
to see it. Let me.
And
send it to you
I
real
don't
quick.
think we were to get my clip in there in time either. I don't know if guys just sent it to you.
I think he sent me his. I don't know if he sent. me
Yeah, he
yours.
sent you his. Yeah, it's all good.
I mean, I could sneak it in like real quick if you have the gift your game right now, but otherwise
I don't have.
can't.
I don't have a clip. That's the only problem.
Okay. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Or else,
That's
yeah,
okay.
definitely would have.
Okay, while it's uploading,
Wasn't that
to you,
deep,
you know
though.
what? You know what? Real quick, why don't we do this? Why don't we go over, because the video's uploading to you. Why don't we go over the next week predictions, and then we can do the clips for the last part. Let's do that.
Yeah, let's
So-
do week 6. Let me pull it up on my end.
Yes, sir.
Let's go schedule week 6. We have Bean Loafs 3-2 versus Team Oreo.
Yep.
I think this is a definite win for Oreo, unquestionable, regardless of the roster.
I do. I feel like this could. Actually, you know what? I think if it's AJ and Kanye, I think they can like sweep them. I think if it's Frozen and Ace, I think it would be closer though. And the reason I say that is I feel like AJ can just eat on offense. I feel like he just eat and score a bunch of goals, like as much as he wants against this team.
Yeah.
I think.
True,
I think it could be like 4-1 Team Oreo, depending on the roster. That's my guess.
Yeah, it's going to come down to how well Bean Loafs can challenge AJ. If AJ is the one playing over Frozen,
Yeah.
because if they can get, consistent, good early challenges and get touches on the ball or bumps on AJ, hit him off of it, then you have, Bean Loafs versus Kanye. Which is not going to end up too great for them.
Yeah. For sure.
But I'm still going to give the win to Rio. And how many games do you think it's going to be in?
I think 5. I think 4-1 is good.
4-1. Yeah, I can see that.
All right.
I agree.
Sounds
Yeah.
good. And then we got Fancy Otters versus Revival. This might actually no.
This is gonna be
think-
tough.
Here's the thing. It's like Sean and K Dogs. Like I just don't know how to. The only thing I'm gonna go based off of the Lunar game. The Lunar game was a close series. I know it was 4-1, but they were keeping the games within like 1 or 2 goals. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, gotcha.
I think this could be a game 7 going to Revival. And the reason I say is because I feel like Fancy Otters is just so out of it right now. I don't see.
And
them
who's
winning
playing
this
for Fancy
series.
Outers again? Because Apple's not playing, right? Or is he back on?
It's either Eli and Ezra or Eli and Apple. So it's gonna be Eli and one.
Now, who do you think? Who do you think is better? Second man.
On Fancy Otters,
Yeah.
I think Ezra has more of a ceiling than Apple, like way more of a ceiling. He could be GC3 level.
Agreed.
But I think
Agreed.
that Apple is probably more consistent because you know what you're gonna get out of him when you play him. I
Yeah.
feel like, at least for me.
Yeah.
Every time I play with Apple, I know what I'm expecting. So I'm gonna say Apple just because consistency, but peak probably Ezra. But he hasn't been playing Rocket League that much, so I'm gonna say Apple. I think 7 Revival though. What you
Yeah.
think?
I don't think Revival wins this. I think Fancy Outers gets a dub.
You think they?
I
take
do.
their
And
first game
I
of the
think if
season?
they play Apple, I think it's a dub. For sure.
I could see it.
And if they play Ezra, then it'll be 4-3, probably Revival or Fancy Otters. But yeah, I'm feeling a game 7.
Okay, let's go
Our
game 7.
first game
Let's go.
7 of the season.
I want it, bro. Let's go 4-3 Fancy Otters. I think that's fair. I think it could go either way, but yeah, if they play Apple, definitely think Fancy Otters should have it. We'll have to see. All right, Lunar Genesis. I think this is a sweep Lunar way. I just think Shooty's got so much energy going to these games, and Josh is there to support, to play that good defense and to set up Shooty. I feel like this is a sweep. I don't know about you.
That's fine. And if you want, you could put that down for the prediction. But my personal prediction, I have Genesis. I have Genesis winning.
Seriously?
I think they can do it. I think they can.
How many games do you think?
I think they have the potential. I want them to win. I think 4-2.
Okay.
4-2.
You know what? Let's go. Let's just meet in the middle because a sweep in 4-2. Let's go 4-3 Lunar just to meet in the middle. I think
Sure.
that Genesis have the potential to take it if they're peaking. I feel like man, we'll have to see because it's gonna be.
And the reason why
interesting
is I don't think that Josh is going to be able to score that easily on Wolf. And one of the reasons why Wolf plays such great defense is because he knows where to clear the ball to. He's not going to just save it and then leave it right in front of his net for an easy shooty goal. He's going to clear that ball somewhere where it's safe. And then you have Daniel v. Shooty for me, and for me that's Daniel all day long.
Oh wow,
for
you
right
have
now.
Daniel over Shooty?
Yeah, all day.
You know
Daniel
that's
has that
where
potential
I
in
disagree.
him.
That's where I disagree. I feel like Shooty's a better player, but we'll have to see though. That's gonna be a good matchup.
Yeah,
definitely
it's going to
think
be like
That's
who's
gonna be like
better. Let's
defense
see.
versus defense, bro.
Dug it
The
out.
Defense versus,
you know?
It's gonna be Josh defense versus Wolf defense, and then Integrity versus Shooty 1v1. Pretty much. That's just what's going on.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's going to be such a great series.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good series. All right, and then BMC versus Oblivion.
This is
I'm
going
gonna
to be
say-
match of the week, probably.
I'm gonna say this is going to 7, and I think they have it in 7. They beat us in scrims in 7 last time. No.
Was it
Actually,
close?
I don't know if it was in 6 or 7. It was close. It was like 1 goal game.
Were you guys playing well?
I was playing terrible. We beat them in 7 in a scrim before. I think it's gonna go 7 to them. I just think I haven't been playing
man,
the
that could be
game enough.
great.
I want it to be a 7 though. I'm gonna say 7 them. What you think?
No, I think you guys are better. So I'm going to give it to you guys.
Okay.
For me, you guys are my number 3 team. BMC is my number 4 team. Obviously, it can switch. I think after this series, after week 6, it's going to switch. So it's either going to be you guys confirmed at 3, or it's going to be BMC confirmed at 3.
This matchup is gonna.
But as of right now, it's you
decide-
guys for sure.
It's gonna decide the 3 and 4. But okay, I'll give it to us in 4 or in 7 just because you say that. That's fair. But I think this is definitely gonna decide the 3 and 4, no question.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, and then the last one, Eclipse versus Tojo Clan. Now this is where Tojo Clan can actually take a win. Eclipse is looking very bad. They just lost to Genesis. Alec is out for blood. He's playing against Geigen. Geigen beat them. Him and Wolf beat them. If Wolf can beat Eclipse, then so can Geigen. It just really depends on what's G. I think this is gonna be a game 7, and I feel like Eclipse is probably gonna finish on top, but I feel like Tojo's gonna take a couple games in them. What do you think?
My only
Or
problem with
4-2,
Tojo
actually.
is that they'll have a great game. You know, like 9-3 versus BMC. You know, like they have those games against the teams that they play where they play great and they win.
I mean, yeah,
and they
it's
just can't
series.
hold it. They can't hold it over a whole series. But their opponents this time is Eclipse, who aren't known for playing. Look at their record, look at their games, look at their performance and their wins. Not known for being good. For me, I have Tojo winning this.
Okay.
I do, unless it's a hard sell or Eclipse lock in to play the best performance of their season, which is possible. Yeah, I have Tojo winning this, and
How many
probably
games?
5 or 6 max.
Okay, 6. Let's go 6.
Yeah,
Just that
but
would be in the middle with
I
mine.
could see a very low scoring game 7. I could see that as well.
100%. I could definitely
A
see
low scoring series gets to game 7. I could see that.
Yeah, I agree.
Possible.
I agree. These are good. These are good predictions. Oops, didn't mean to do that. I'm definitely excited. Definitely excited. I actually showed Discord on the screen, but definitely excited for this week. It's gonna be an interesting week. I don't think any of the games are scheduled yet, so we'll have to see who plays first eventually. But that's gonna do it for that part. And then next we just got the clips. I think it should be sent to you, the video.
Okay, let me look.
Let me real quick. Let me post this in the.
It's on Discord?
Yeah, on Discord. Let me real quick.
So what do you want me to do? I do
just
have
give
the
me
clip.
1 second. I'm gonna send the predictions in the chat, and then. Okay, so these are week 5 predictions, and then, or no, 6, sorry. And then, yeah, now we can get to clips. So I'm just gonna, I'll tell you when to press play, and then that will be when. All right, you can do it now. Okay, so for the first shot, Zev gets a high off the backboard double tap. It's a decent shot.
Yeah.
It's a nice little shot.
It's
nice
good,
little...
and ends it on 0. Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
nice, clean.
He did on low boost, clean. Yep, clean shot.
Great
Over
card
wolf,
control.
too.
Over
It's a good
wolf,
shot.
yeah. I mean, a pre-jumping wolf, low boo,
Yeah.
just perfectly placed. They have Jade in
And
here,
then
or Geyser.
Yep, I remember this play.
Oh,
Low
reset.
boost, just barely got the
Yeah.
reset. I just like that because I'm usually not good under pressure with literally 0 boost, but was able to get the reset. Just barely able to get the reset.
Yeah, good goal.
Thank you. And then second to last shot, Josh. It was just a really
Reset.
nice pass. The pre-flip pass right to Shooty. That's a great play.
Yeah, that's
It's
good.
nothing crazy, but it was just really clean. He set him up perfectly. Got it right around the defense. And then we have one more clip. Actually, I didn't send it to you because Geyser wasn't able to.
I could pull it up. I see it.
It's a really nice shot. Cut that touch off the wall, framed the wall, and then got the double tap. That's a crazy shot, I feel like.
Yeah.
That was. I don't even know how he pulled that off. I'm not gonna lie.
That was
It
great.
was on 0 seconds too to finish.
At 0 seconds, no boost at the end. It was just.
Yeah.
That was a very. It was in comms, but that was a very confident shot for us.
Oh yeah.
For him.
For sure. That's what's up. So that's gonna do it for the podcast, everyone. Thanks everyone for watching. This was probably the longest one. This took a long time, but thank you, Isaiah, for staying in, and everyone who's in chat for watching. This was a good one. This was definitely a very educational one. There was a lot of good takes, a lot of changes for the season, but we'll see y'all in the next match. Yeah, we'll see y'all week 6 next match. Hopefully we get our predictions right, but thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you guys